CBC News has learned of new allegations of irregularities on last year's federal election day, claims of voter fraud at polling stations. It's the third Toronto area riding where such complaints have been made. Greg Weston has been digging into this for us. Greg?
Amanda, Marlene Gallio ran for Parliament with high hopes, but was shocked with what she saw at the polls.
On the day of the elections, it was pretty confusing for me because I noticed that there were lots of people that were coming in and voting without proper identification.
Gallio isn't angry that she lost the race in Scarborough Rouge River. After all, she ran as a Conservative in a long-time Liberal stronghold. But she's furious at how the riding may have been won.
My scrutineers and my volunteers were intimidated, and eventually we had to call the police.
And that's not all. She claims there were many ballots cast by voters who lived outside the riding or weren't Canadian citizens. Gallio took her complaints to Elections Canada. She points a finger at NDP campaign supporters.
I think it's mostly the NDP that was pretty much involved with this, and it was some of the NDP volunteers that actually threatened my volunteers as well.
Rathika Sitsabayasan is the first Tamil elected to Parliament. She won the riding by more than 5,000 votes. She points a finger right back at the Conservative camp.
None of my campaign volunteers did intimidate anybody. I do know of examples of when the Conservative candidates' workers intimidated me, but other than that, and intimidated myself, and I witnessed them intimidating voters. Threatening voters.
For Scarborough Rouge River.
Accusations from both parties involve the riding's large Tamil community. It's not the first time. Both provincial and municipal elections in the riding have also been marked by complaints of voting irregularities involving the Tamil community. Even the Liberal who won the seat provincially made an official complaint of alleged voter fraud.
We actually had somebody that we know voted in my riding and voted in a neighboring riding, and we have provided Elections Ontario with that proof.
He has yet to hear back.
As for Marlene Gallio, Elections Canada wrote back a week after her complaint. The elections watchdog said it would not be investigating. Amanda?
All right. Thanks, Greg.